So I alluded just briefly just to going to rehab, and when I checked myself in, it was I really struggled checking myself in and pursuing the music dream, because I had contractual obligations to go to the studio. So I was sneaking out of rehab to record songs, and I was still trying to make it work. I come from a very small family, and it was only really me and my dad growing up. My dad was in the US Navy, and we just never saw eye to eye. And I think one of the most beautiful things, now that I look back on the journey, one of the most beautiful things to have come out of me getting professional help is I reached out to my dad, I swallowed my pride, and I was like, Dad, if you don't come around and help me, I don't think I'm gonna make it. I don't actually think I'm gonna make it out of rehab if you don't come around. So I had hated this man for the longest time, because I always blamed him for shit. But during rehab, I felt like I got my dad back. I felt like for the first time in my life, I got my dad back. And my dad was never a fan of me pursuing music. He wanted me to be in the Air Force. So I remember the look of disappointment when I was like, no, I'm not gonna be in the Air Force. I'm gonna be broken homeless trying to be a musician. But then, we patched up our relationship, and he's come to every show since in Australia. So I wrote this song shortly after the rehab program. I dedicate this one to my old man. This one's called Both. 10 years old on the driveway, screaming, mother, don't you leave. And why I gotta stay with daddy, wondering if you'll ever come to see me. So when I grew up angry, gangs to girls to guns to thievery, to a mother who loved me from afar, to a father who never knew me. And it took me so long to understand that the world did not revolve around me, Dad. But if I knew what I know now, I go back to 10 years old and I hold your hand, Dad. I'd say we're gonna be okay. The storm will pass one day, and the years, they wouldn't have to separate us. As I recall, every Sunday morning, you used to drag me around to my piano lessons. None of musical bone in your body, but that's all we had left of mommy. So when I grew up angry, gangs to girls to guns to thievery, to a mother who loved me from afar, to a father who never knew me. And it took me so long to understand that the world did not revolve around me, Dad. But if I knew what I know now, I go back to 10 years old and I hold your hand, Dad. I'd say we're gonna be okay. The storm will pass one day, and the years, they wouldn't have to separate us. Oh, 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 oh. Are you proud of the man that I've become? Everything that I am, everything I've done so I can one day be like you. Here's to the man who gave his life to raise his kids after his wife upped and left a lifetime full of sighs. I'm so sorry it took so long to realize that she left us both.